Good morning. Right, today we're out doing Les's field, which is behind the camera. I'm actually looking up. I've got Les working as I'm facing now. I'm on the edge of the field facing out. Les is working up and down in lines to my right, and Brian is working up and down in lines to my left. Now they are working in towards me from both sides, and that way we should cover the entire little Roman hotspot of this field. And that's the plan, and when we all meet up then we'll go out and just have a little wander around the rest of the field. I don't know too much about what's on the rest of this field. This is just a hot spot I found when we used to come up here years and years ago. Say Les and I came on here last year and had a couple of little Roman bronzes each. They're not in very good condition, they're only kind of minimum size. You never find anything other than those. I can't remember ever finding a decent Roman coin on this field, but Les wanted to come here, he loves the Romans, so why not? It's better than finding nothing. It's better than the last time we were out and only finding buttons and bits of rubbish and bits of lead. So we thought we'd crack on with this. So I'll see you on the next hole.
Alright, morning all. There goes Brian. We're on my field. We want to find some, or a Roman would be good today. That's why we're here, because I found two Romans here a while ago. I think found two each actually, myself and Darren. Yeah, so first target, just set the machine up. I'm using beach for land, slight variation on what Neil Jones uses, but yeah, first target 17 signal, 18, and it was cracking signal, literally just in front of the car. My heart went, I don't know if you can see that. That looked exactly like a hammered. Couldn't believe it. Just showing Brian, he thought it was. But it's nice, a great big button. Ah, dear, oh dear. Now look at that. That looks like a hammered. Never mind. Onwards.
Alright, good morning. Right, we're on Les's field today, and I have my first little Roman bronze. This is what the field is known for. I've told Les about this. We came on here last year and had a couple each. As you can see by how dark it is at the moment, it's very gloomy. It's been raining on and off on the drive up here. We had to sit in the car for half an hour. But yeah, my first little Roman bronze. It's Les and Brian here with me today. But this is obviously none of the Roman bronzes you get here are any good. They're all kind of toasted, but it's still nice to pick up little Romans. We don't get many of them. There's only certain fields on our farms where they turn up, and I've told them about the hotspot on this particular farm, this particular field. They started in the wrong place, eager to get out and get their coils swinging, I suppose. I walked straight down to the hotspot, and that's the result. First little Roman bronze of the day. Probably won't get anything off of it, but it's still nice to find them.
I'm getting some cracking signals, but mainly been lead, little bits of white lead. But this here, hang on, looks a bit misty, sorry. This looks like a little pin or something. Got a flat end there, maybe off a buckle, I don't know. Cracking signal at 9. Thought it was going to be something a bit better, but yeah, not too bad I suppose.
Right, I've got my second little Roman bronze, and this one's even smaller than the first one. As you can see, tiny little thing. They're all in really bad condition, they're all really thin, and it's sticking to me like glue. But that's my second little Roman bronze of the day. And the weather today is absolutely appalling. I mean, there's Brian over there. Les is up there on the horizon. I don't know, I know Les has found something because I saw him filming something a little while ago, but yeah, it sticks to you like glue, this stuff. Look at my boots. It's awful. We've just had to take shelter because of the rain, so I've come back out after the rain has stopped. And this is my first signal. So I've had nothing other than two little Roman bronzes. No buttons, no nothing really. But anyway, that's Roman coin number 2.
Right, we have an 11 signal, and I'm pretty sure that's a little Roman. can't see anything on it. It's difficult to see because everything is absolutely covered in mud. It's been drizzling all morning. It just rained quite, well, not heavy, but a bit heavier. But yeah, I carried on. I think the other two are sheltering under some trees, but I couldn't be bothered. So lucky enough, my next find after that was this little Roman. I'm pretty certain that is. I had a look with the glass, but that was all misted up. But yeah, hopefully that is. It looks like one to me. Yeah, happy days.
Right, I thought I'd film this one this time. I've literally just backfilled that hole, which is literally right behind me, for that Roman bronze I just got. And that was on a 10 signal. And I've got another 10 signal. Well, I thought I did have. Trouble is, my girlfriend bought me a little bracelet, a little thing, and it's interfering with my signals. So I might have to take that off. Well, it's definitely in here. I might have to rely a bit more on my pinpointer as the day goes on. Right, it's definitely in here. Oh, God's sake. Right, pinpoint the time. Oh, that could be my coil it's picking up. It is. Right, let's find out where that signal's gone. Making a right mess of this. There you go there. Oh, I've completely lost it. Oh well. But what I'll do is I'll try and relocate it and then I'll start filming again. Right, I found that signal and it is indeed Roman number 3. Again, really poor condition, slightly bigger than the other two, but all the same kind of era. I'd say very late Roman period. The coins were made of quite poor materials back then. As the Roman Empire was in decline, they were using lower grade materials to make the coins, and that is probably the reason why these ones here are so bad, along with chemicals and that the farmers have been using over the years. They both add up to quite poor coins. But anyway, there you go, Roman coin number 3.
Oh, good morning. I've just had this, it's a 4 signal on the Equinox, and it is the tiniest thing I've ever seen in my life. A Roman minim. Absolutely tiny. Couldn't even find it with a pinpointer after I dug it out. Anyway, on to the next one. Right, well, this was giving a good 14 signal. This one really loud. It was only a few inches deep. Nearly dropped it. But I think that's part of a thimble, which I seem to find lots of parts of thimbles these days. It's got all the little dimples on it, even though it's seen better days. There you go, bit of a thimble, I believe. Well, that was a welcome find actually. It's only a button, but since I found that little Roman coin, I haven't really found a lot since. It's been up and down and it's been pretty dead. A lot of iron in the field. Yeah, so I'm just sort of, yeah, just gridding it out. Might go for a wander soon. I've had enough of this. Darren will be well happy with it.
Right, well, I am here on my first break. Well, it's actually my second break. Had to walk back to the car to get our little chairs out and our tea. Yeah, so all I've had so far is my 3 little Roman bronzes and a button. Les has had a rose farthing, which I think he thought was a Roman, but it's not, it's a little rose farthing. Brian's had his little minim. But other than that, it's very quiet. There doesn't seem to be much much of anything else on here. I think over the years I've probably cleared this place out, because I go over this every year. Well, I haven't done for years and years, but before I did, and now I'm going to start doing it again. But yeah, Brian's gone wandering now. He's given up trying to cover this little Roman section, so he's gone for a little wander. Les is going to carry on. So right, I'm going to finish my tea and then we're going to crack on.
My second Roman coin of the day. It came in as a 12 on the Equinox. Don't know if I can see a bust there or not. Should get some detail off that if I can clean it up a bit. Oh, we're just heading back to the car to get a drink and come across that. It looks like there's a fragment of a coin, but on closer inspection it's got crisscross pattern over that. Can't really make anything out on the back. I think I can see something, but gonna need to clean that up a little bit better. Yeah, interesting, whatever. And also my Roman coin that I thought I found was turns out to be a rose farthing, I think it is, he said. Yeah, it looks quite nice actually, the detail on it. Now cleaned up a little bit, but you see that at the end. There you go, that.
I have my fourth little Roman bronze. This one's the smallest one I've found, and again, unlikely really to get anything off of it. It's just the fact that, you know, these are at least 1700 years old. You know, you're the first person to actually touch it in that time. But they are just bits of rubbish really, just grots. But it's the only real prolific Roman area that we've got on any of our farms, so that's why I keep coming back. But anyway, little Roman grotty bronze number 4.
Got 15 signal. It looked good, but we're back on the buttons. Yeah, not good.
Right, I've just come over the slope from the Roman. The Roman section is up over the hill there, where them trees are in the background. And I've given up on that now. I've come over here onto the other side of the hill, and now I'm on the downslope on this side. And I've just had my first find over here, and it is button number 2. Yeah, I'll get fed up with finding little Roman bronzes of nothingness, so I thought I'd come over here and see what lies on this side of the hill, because it's quite a severe downward slope here. On the other side it's relatively flat, but you never know, you've got to try these other sections out, so that's what I've done, and this is opening button number 2.
Well, it's a coin. I think it's a decimal halfpenny or a 5p. I don't think it's old. Still haven't found my Roman. So yeah, don't know what that is. Looks like a 5p. What number was it? Yeah, 11, so it probably is a modern 5p, I would say. Oh well.
Well, I'm still on that downward slope. I've more or less got to the top of it now. I'm going back towards the Roman section, which is just over top of the hill here. But I don't know why I bother, because I've got another little Roman bronze here. That's Roman bronze number 5. Yeah, so it's getting close to packing up now, so it'll probably be my last one. We've got about half an hour left. Brian said he came over the crest of the hill here and he had one as well. So maybe this the little Roman hotspot extends a little bit further than I thought it did. But I want to find something different than buttons and Roman bronzes. I mean, these are all grots, you'll never get anything off of any of them. So they're a bit of a pointless thing to find. I mean, it's nice to find something that's like 2,000 years old, but so anyway, this Roman bronze number 5. Well, I just asked to find something else, and I have found something else. I have no idea what it is. It's quite a pretty little thing. It's got a little pin or something on the back, but it seems to be intact. That does actually seem to be all there should be. Got absolutely no idea what that could be. It's nice and decorative. Yeah, I really do not know what that is. It's old because it's not like machine cut. Everything's so precise when it's machine cut and that. This is all it's handmade. It looks like a shield on something, but I have no idea what it is. Some kind of pin or something like that on the back. Yeah, I'm stumped. I really do not know what that is, but I do like it.
Well, I thought I was into a definite coin then. 20 signal, 21. And when I saw that, I thought definitely a coin, but no, it's another button. Yeah, I just can't, I just don't get it on the, doesn't happen for me on the fields. But yeah, there you go, must be me.
Well, that's it, that's the end of another session. Les and Brian are still actually out on the field, but we're all winding up now. Les, poor bugger, he came down here to get a Roman and he hasn't managed that, which is a shame. But I should bring him back over to this field before it's drilled and give it another go, see if we can get one for him that way. All he wanted today was one Roman coin, so I got 5, I think Brian got 2, maybe 3, I don't know. I know he's got, for a fact he got 2, but it's just one of those unfortunate things. But yeah, I mean, it's been okay today. The weather's been a bit iffy, the wind's got up a bit now. It's been pouring down with rain for most of the morning, we've all got soaked. So this kind of brightened up a little bit now. It's still heavily overcast, but it's a lot brighter. So it hasn't been so bad. But anyway, that's it for the end of this session. I don't know when we're next going out. Oh yes I do, yeah, we're going out in 2 days and we're going to do a bit of foreshore. No dry sand this time, we're just going to do foreshore. So until then, bye bye for now.